Welcome everybody to my channel. I'm Lesia75, the Black Unicorn. I'm working on changing the name to the channel to just the Black Unicorn, so stay tuned. Let's see how the changing the channel works, but welcome to my channel. I'm going to go ahead and break down to you the 5 things you need to know to ask when looking to rent in Ghana, whether it's a house or an apartment. These things could be really helpful to you. Number 1, you need to find out who's the owner of the property. There are a lot of agents, and they just literally call them agents. They don't call them real estate agents. They don't call them realtors. They just call them agents. There's a lot of people here that say that they are agents. And an agent is someone, at least here in Ghana, that is a middleman. Someone who's there to supposedly take you to the property, open the door for you, answer questions, and then help you negotiate your rental rate with the landlord. So 1, you need to find out who is the actual owner of the property, because there's a lot of shenanigans and nonsense going on over here in these Ghana streets where sometimes you're not actually talking to the owner themselves. You're talking to the agent's friend, and they're doing a con trying to get you to pay the money to them up front, and you're not actually renting the house. So you pay the money to the person you think is the landlord, the agent gets their cut, and then when it's time for you to move in, the person who actually owns the property comes and says, I don't know who you are or what's going on. So you have to be careful. You need to find out who the actual owner of the property is. That's 1. 2, you need to ask questions that are going to be important to you, especially if you're coming from the diaspora. Do you have hot water? Meaning that translates into, are there water heaters inside of the unit? You should know this if that's important to you. 2, you need to find out the things that the landlord will fix versus the things that you're responsible for fixing or the upkeep. Because this is not the West, landlords aren't responsible to keep things going for you as they would be in, let's say, the States. In the States, if your toilet breaks or starts leaking for whatever reason, or even just get clogged, you can call the landlord and that person will come over, or they'll send their handyman over to fix the issue. Here, that's not the case. When you move in here, you're typically responsible for everything. So you need to find out and ask the questions, what will the landlord take care of versus what you're responsible to taking care of? 3, you should find out exactly how much the agent is charging you to take you to look at properties. Is the agent charging you a looking fee? Yes, that's the thing. A service fee, a open the door fee. Baby, these fees is hilarious. Or are they charging you another fee that they call just taking you to each individual property, and there's a separate fee for that? Of course, it's all in CDs, but the CDs add up, guys. You need to be thinking always in CDs and not in dollars or euros or pounds. At the same time, they will add up fast. So find out how much the person is charging you, and how that's going to work, and when that payment is required, and how many places they're going to take you to go see. Okay, so the next one you need to find out is, do you have to pick the agent up? Like, do you literally have to drive somewhere at like a gas station and pick this person up who says they're an agent, they're an agent, they are a agent? Right. Do you have to pick them up and drive with them to go see the property? And then when you get there, that person doesn't even have the keys to let you into the property. How does that work? You might want to find out these things, because looking for property in Ghana, y'all, looking for property in Ghana ain't nothing like y'all used to. It's not going to be like it is in the States or in the UK or Germany or somewhere else. It's just not. For me, when I was living in Germany, looking for an apartment was very similar to looking for an apartment in the States, because you have basically licensed real estate agents that you can work with, or property management companies that you can work with that have a list of apartments underneath their portfolio, or you can work directly with landlords. And when you set up a time, people are on time there. The one thing that I thought was unusual in Germany that I haven't seen here in Ghana, and that I know happens in certain places in the US, like let's say New York City, is that when you go look for a property in Berlin, you'll have 50, 100, maybe even 200 people at one time looking at one place because there's so few properties to meet the demand. So for me, that was a surprise when I was in Germany. My surprise here is the complete lack of professionalism, the scamming, and with trying to find properties, dealing with these agents and their psychotic greed that happens here. It's bizarre. Now, are all agents in Ghana like that? Absolutely not. I will not say that because quite frankly, we have created a real estate firm, so we are not like that. But you know exactly how we work because we have our set fee that we discuss prior to anything happening. There are some reputable agents here, absolutely. Reputable development companies, and I say development, I mean developer companies, real estate developers who have really nice property that have paved roads, all the sewage and electricity, everything's already done. So you can move into something that is like a regular neighborhood that you would see anywhere in the West. And when I say a regular neighborhood, I'm just saying it that way because some of you are used to seeing things that look very suburban-like. And you will see that for sure here in the estate properties that they have. And many of the developers who have created these estates are reputable, and you won't have the same issue that I'm talking about. But for everyday folk coming here, I have heard from everybody, including myself, these issues with the agents, these stories with the agents and the nonsense and just the hot ghetto messiness that they be doing. Is messiness a word? I don't know if it's a word, but it's a word today, right? I'm just gonna say that. It's a hot ghetto mess what they be doing out here sometimes. So those are the top 5 things you need to know when asking and looking for an apartment. There are many, many more things that you should be aware of and should know to ask and know to look for. And those you can find in my book that I created, which is the Living, Moving, and Renting in Ghana guide. You can get it right from the website, BlackUnicorn.org. It's a quick read, but it lays out in detail what you need to know without unnecessary nonsense in the book. As one of the reviewers who reviewed the book for me said, it's not filled with unnecessary jargon. You get exactly what you need to make informed decisions on renting and looking for a home or an apartment in Ghana. So again, the website is BlackUnicorn.org. I hope you found this short but insightful video helpful. We also have the Black Unicorn Academy to help those of you interested in repatriating back to Africa to understand what it's like to live, work, invest, and build a home here in Africa, in particular in Ghana. So go over to the website. Talk to you soon. Thank you all for joining.